It is June 16th. Can you believe it? I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day who's celebrating that. Got a little hat. Got a little See You Dad shirt. I'm ready. I'm ready to be a Buffs dad. Very proud of both of my sons. I have an Arizona State Sun Devil and a soon-to-be University of Colorado Buffalo. And I'm pumped about it, excited for it. It's actually a orientation on Friday, which again has me excited. So happy Father's Day to all. I hope everybody had a good one, if all possible. And I send my dad, Peter McKee, some lobster rolls. And lobster rolls are, I cannot believe how expensive freaking lobster rolls are. But you know what would taste good on a lobster roll? My great friends at Journey Spice brought to you DMac SMaK. We're going to get to a bunch of stuff today. An incredible U.S. Open. The Rockies doing their thing. Broncos on vacation. We'll get to that in a second. Plus, it's the 2-year anniversary of the best question I've ever asked. That story in a second. But first of all, Journey Spice. Singles, 2-packs, quads. You can buy them. You just pinch the top. Put it on there. Resealable. It's so delicious. Non-GMO, no salt, no sugar. Flavor in, plastic out. I love Journey Spice. And you can save 10% using the code 10nuggets at Amazon.com. We'll also get to your comments here in a second, just like this one right here. Let's see here, Steve. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good Father's Day. I told you the finals would be 2-2 over the weekend. Indeed. With the Panthers 3-2. NBA gets going tonight. So we look forward to that. We're not having NHL or NBA finals on a Sunday night last night. That was different, but what can I tell you? You got basketball tonight. You got hockey tomorrow. And like I said, this is a significant anniversary. Thank you to Journey Spice. Let's roll with what's going on here. And we start with the Broncos. And congratulations, apparently, to Alex Singleton, who is getting married over the weekend. And he had a boat party in Cabo. Now, if I'm Alex Singleton and I have a boat party in Cabo, how many Broncos am I actually inviting to this thing? Well, I don't know. But you're on a boat. I'm on a boat in Cabo. One guy who wasn't there, well, was Bo Nix, as he and his lovely wife, Izzy Smoke. Still maybe the greatest wife name of all time, and that is her real name, is Izzy Smoke. We're at Beaver Creek with Sam Ellinger and his lovely lady. They were not on a boat. They were at Beaver Creek. So I'm not sure what Broncos were on a boat, but I'm hoping they're having a good time on a boat, and I hope Bo had a good time up there in Beaver Creek. I should have been on the boat. I mean, I do have the hat. As long as we don't hear about any Broncos getting in trouble, I guess that's a good deal. Meanwhile, the Rockies, can you believe it? In their last 4 games, they're 2-2. They won 10-1 over the Atlanta Braves in an absolute blowout. Incredible game by the Rockies. You were thinking like, they're going to figure out how to screw this one up. But no, they scored 6 runs in the 7th, 3 runs in the 8th. They out-hit the Braves. They don't, no errors on the plate. They were amazing. What is incredible, though, is they struck out 16 times. And the day before, a loss. They had struck out 19 times. So 35 strikeouts in 2 games is a new club record. But they won. And it's a bottom line business as long as you can win a game. The strikeouts are a little concerning. And 2.0, Warren Schaefer addressed the game.
First of all, we punched out 16 times off Holmes, and we didn't give in. We kept going. I mean, that's a testament to the fellas in that room to not give up their at-bats late in the game when it matters. But, yeah, we just strung things together. A lot of good walks in there. Fulford in the 9-hole, fantastic today, getting the job done. He scored a runner 3 times, executed. That's what it looks like when you execute.
All right. Well, yeah, pretty cool. I mean, it's wild. You struck out 16 times and you scored 10 runs.
Obviously, this game is crazy. You guys 35 times strike out over 2 games. It's a club record. But who cares if you win a game, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're talking about all these records. We won 10-1. That's all I'm worried about.
How about
All right, little attitude by 2.0 there. Hey, good job for the Rockies. They came through. They won 10-1. They pitched really well. It was Austin Gomber who was back. And, yeah, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs. That's a nice return from Austin Gomber. Jake Bird gave up 4 hits and a run in just an inning, so not such a great inning by him. But shutout work by Kinley, Meja, and Ryan Rolson. So they got it done. And they win a game. And frankly, with this Rocky season and what they're doing, if you can win 1 out of every 3 games, it'd be nice to win some series. But 1 out of every 3 games, you will not be the worst team of all time if you can do that. That's all you got to do. Win 1 out of every 3 games. And I don't even know if my math is right on that. They are 14-57, 7-30 on the road. But they are 2-2 in their last 4, and that includes road wins. 2 road wins. So, okay. They continue their road trip with a 4-game set starting in Washington tonight. We will have coverage of March Towards History right around 7 p.m. tonight. Took Saturday off, took Sunday off from doing March Towards History. And I'm sorry I missed a loss, as it was Father's Day, and I ended up being kind of obsessed with the U.S. Open that we'll get to in a second. Braxton Fulford, who? Yeah, I know. He's a catcher. If you don't know who he is, that's fine. But he had a good day, man. He had 5 RBI. 5 RBI on 2 hits, which is awesome. Combine that with the walk. Braxton Fulford, your catcher, in the 9-hole was your star of the day.
Big league start, 4 RBI, multi-hit game. What can a game like this do for your confidence when you're this early on in your career?
I think it's huge for me. Every day I try and show up and just, give my best, but this game will beat you down, and, I felt some of that, and today I got a little relief, so it feels good.
I think what's even more impressive about the at-bats is those RBI were spread out. You had RBI in 3 different at-bats. Is that something that you look back on and can see that you competed in every single at-bat?
100%. I was walking up to the plate. I knew there was guys in scoring position, and my sole focus was to get the run in. And, today I did my job every time, and that feels great.
Yeah, you did your job at the plate and behind the plate as well. Austin Gomber making his 2025 season debut. I mean, really good. 2 hits, no runs, and 5 innings. What did you see from him that made him so efficient and just so strong today?
It seemed like every pitch was available, so he was able to attack every hitter's hole and go right at him with a good mix, and it gave him a lot of success.
You want any Father's Day shout-outs to anybody watching?
Yeah, my dad. My dad's actually here, so I'm about to go see him.
Well, you can tell him it in person.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
All right. Well, congratulations to Fulford. Congratulations to the Rockies. I like having good news to spread. Listen, for the record, I do not want them to be the worst team of all time. The march towards history, for my opinion, is to avoid it. But, if you're going to go in that direction, we're here to document it, except if I have something better to do. Took a good bike ride to Castle Rock over the weekend from Lone Tree, and it's not the longest of rides, about 17, 18 miles or so. But you got to go up and over Castle Pines, and it was brutal. I did fall down. My little earbud popped out. I was in the Castle Rock. I just entered Castle Rock, and I was like, oh, my little earbud, and I thought I might have caught it with my arm, and I just was like, and I stopped, and I went to unclick, but I was too close to the curb, and I did not give myself enough room or momentum to unclick, and I fell over. And I scratched up my knee here. You can see that. Like a moron. It was like hot on Saturday out there in Castle Rock, but I'm glad I went out there. Glad I had a good ride there and back. Didn't make it all the way back. Stopped in Castle Pines at Pines Bar and Grill because my wife came and we just drank beer. And we saw this 90s cover band, and it was a really mellow Saturday afternoon. And they, do you have the time? And I'm like, wow, that's loud. But hey, man, you win my soul with 90s rock. Can't go wrong there. So a Rockies win, a good bike ride with a small accident. My little earbud, when it popped out, could it have just made it up to the sidewalk or to the side of the street? No, it had to go like in the street. And I'm looking at it, and then I'm looking at a big truck, and I'm looking at the earbud, and I'm looking at a big truck, and then I'm looking at the big truck run over the earbud. So on Sunday, I just sat on my ass after a beautiful gift giving thing. So appreciative. Have a great family. Love it. Was lucky enough to be with my father-in-law on Saturday and Sunday, who's been battling Parkinson's for 20 years. Gary, what a guy, man. Really. And then it's impressive. Really impressive. So got to spend Father's Day with him. Wish my own father a happy Father's Day. Peter, if you're watching this, I love you so much. And Eileen, Mom and Dad, I love you guys. I'm glad you had a lobster roll that tasted delicious. That is wonderful. And again, happy Father's Day to all. But when I was sitting on my ass on Sunday doing a whole heck of a lot of nothing after getting such great gifts, I was watching the U.S. Open through the rain delay. And I even watched the highlights of Tiger Woods back in, 2008, I think. 2009, maybe, whenever it was. Awesome U.S. Open, watching Tiger Woods and Rocco Mediate go to extra holes. JJ Spaun's story was incredible. To be 5 over, to shoot 40 on the front. No champion has ever shot 40 or more on the front and won the U.S. Open. And to see his comeback and to see him birdie 17, fun hole, drivable par 4, really love that on 17. And then to drain the 65-footer, that U.S. Open was absolutely awesome. There wasn't a lot of really big names. DeChambeau didn't make the cut. Scheffler was kind of flirting with it a little bit. He had a shot, but he did all right. I mean, he made the top 10, obviously, but, he wasn't really competing. And, you had JJ Spaun and Sam Burns and Victor Hovland. And I mean, it wasn't exactly murderer's rows of big names. Tyrell Hatton. But what was great is just the level of competition. And I loved how difficult the course was. One of us. Here's Hatton, who is an angry man. He is a short, slightly round, angry man. How do you not love him?
I sat in dining. Oh, he's hold it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable. What a putt to win. That's incredible.
What do you think he's feeling right now?
In shock, I would guess. Unbelievable. Fair play.
I mean, as someone who was close to the lead, does it feel a little better seeing him make that, for your own?
No, for sure. Look, I'm sad about how I finished, but I'm very happy for JJ. To win a major in that fashion is amazing. You can't have. Certainly, I'd hate for anyone to have any negativity towards that.
That is awesome, man. He wasn't angry or bitter right there, but he's an angry little munchkin when he's marching around the course, that's for sure. But I loved it. I loved every second of it. And I was lucky enough to have my lovely wife, Cat Cave, watch the U.S. Open with me. I'm glad she was into it. It was great. And after being kind of sunburned and being out, I'm just, you can't really tell I'm sunburned. Can't really tell I have any muscles. But it was awesome just to kind of lay around on the couch, slightly doze off, watch the Rockies win, watch the U.S. Open, even through the rain delay. Then he even followed up with some college baseball. Felt bad. My Oregon State Beavers, gosh darn it, couldn't beat Coastal Carolina, but Coastal Carolina has been on a crazy 25-game heater. You know, it was really an awesome Father's Day. And it's an anniversary. We'll get to your comments in a second. And the best question I ever asked, this is the culmination of that. I'll tell you about that in just a second. First, this for my great friends at Journey Spice.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Plastic out. You can't do better than Journey Spice. Save 10% using the code 10Nuggets at Amazon.com. I love you, Journey Spice. That would be a wonderful retro Father's Day gift. It was 2 years ago today that the Nuggets had their parade, and what a scene that was. And it was a year after the Avalanche had the parade. Now, I was on a different radio station back then, and the partner that they had paired me up with decided to take a 3-week vacation and miss the entire NBA Finals and the parade. That's one of my memories. Guess that was my fault. That show didn't work out. That being said, it was special to be there, and it culminated in sort of a couple of days where probably the best question I ever asked was asked and answered, and then kind of answered again. So to take you through the story, when the Nuggets won the championship, I knew that Nikola Jokic would have no idea when the parade was, and I suspected that he wouldn't want to be around for it. And it was a couple of days after they had won the championship. I knew the parade was going to be on a Thursday, and I think they won on a Monday, something like that. I knew that time gap would have been difficult for Jokic to, want to stick around for. So I knew I couldn't just ask about the parade. I had to throw out some other question. And it is true. After the Lakers series, Jokic said he thought he would feel more, like beating the Lakers would mean more than it did. But he said it really didn't because they had more to accomplish, which they did. But that was just an excuse for me to ask about the parade. So the parade was 2 years ago today. The question I'm the most proud of that got some life and then some more life was the following.
You said after the Lakers win, you said you were surprised that you didn't feel more. So I'm curious what you are feeling right now and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
What an answer, man. Unbelievable answer. That little clip, I mean, once you are involved with a viral clip and it goes for more than 20 million, it's hard to even keep track of it after that. And as great as that moment was, and as cool as it was for me to have that moment with Jokic, and it was professionally and personally great because I have so much respect for the guy. A couple of days later at the parade, it got even better.
You know that I told that I don't want to stay on parade, but I fucking want to stay on parade. This is the best fucking life. Yeah, this is amazing.
So let me play him back to back.
You said after the Lakers win, you said you were surprised that you didn't feel more. So I'm curious what you are feeling right now and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday?
No. I need to go home. Hello. Okay.
You know that I told that I don't want to stay on parade, but I fucking want to stay on parade. This is the best day of my fucking life. Yeah, this is amazing.
Awesome. Happy anniversary to the Nuggets parade. Stay on parade. We should all, in our lives, metaphorically, want to stay on fucking parade. Awesome. I'm proud to be part of it. In terms of your comments here, man, love you, DMac. Listening to you since the KBPI days. I appreciate that. And Steve with a happy Father's Day as well. It is summertime, and I hope that you like and subscribe. We go live with DMac SMaK every Monday and Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. It doesn't interrupt Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane. You can see both things at the same time on the good old YouTube. So that's not a problem. So every Monday and Thursday live, noon to 3 on the radio, along later tonight, probably around 7 o'clock, for March Towards History with the Rockies. Thank you to Journey Spice, and thank you for watching. And yeah, like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you listen to Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Stay on parade, my friends.